Ever since Cuckoo said in his video that the Teenage Engineering Pocket EPs are going to be a series, my mind has been running. What will we see? I don't believe we're going to see every single pocket operator turned into an EP because there's a lot of overlap, especially in the older ones. If you guys have been following Teenage Engineering for a while, you do know that we got first a few pocket operators that were like less basic than the last ones that we got. So the first ones that we got were the PO12 Rhythm, the PO14 Sub, the PO16 Factory, the PO20 Arcade, and the PO24 Office. Those were the first pocket operators, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they were $59, maybe $79. It was a long time ago, but now they're all $99. So from the 5 original pocket operators, 2 were synths and 3 were drum machines. The PO14 Sub was a sub bass, the PO18 Factory was a synthesizer, and then the Arcade was like a bunch of cute little arcade sounds, the Office a bunch of office sounds, and the Rhythm a bunch of rhythm sounds. So I don't think we're gonna see these 5 pocket operators. Like, I don't think it would make sense to make an EP for each one of these because you could technically just find the samples of these and load them into your KO2. So I don't think that's what they're gonna do. But if we keep looking further, the rest of the pocket operators that came out after that, I think the one that we are going to see is the Tonic. So I actually love the Tonic. I think between the KO and the Tonic, like, those are my 2 favorite. So the KO is a sampler. It doesn't make any sounds on its own. You record something and then you save the sound, and that's how you make your beats. That's awesome. The Tonic is actually a drum machine that you can tweak. So like the difference between that one and let's say something like the Rhythm, I think it was like sampled. So, you know, those sounds were pre-recorded on there. The Tonic was actually a collab with the VST company. Like, they have the VST of the Tonic, which is also really dope. So being able to have a version of that VST in a pocket operator, I thought that was really cool. So I think maybe that is the next logical step. I'm hoping that they'll give us an EP-Tonic and maybe add those other sounds on there. But then another part of me thinks, okay, if they really wanted to make money, they could take the arcade sounds and the office sounds and even the rhythm sounds and turn those into one EP pocket operator, right? Or EP2. What does EP even stand for? I don't know if they're going to be greedy enough to make just a sub EP. They might. I mean, I guess it's not really that bad of an idea because we do have a Korg Volca bass and a Korg Volca keys. So, you know, those are like almost $200 now. I mean, I guess it would make sense to have a sub. It would be cool if they went hardcore on the bass emulations, like if we got a 303 or a slap bass, just like a bunch of basses. That's something I might be into. And with the synth one, the PO18 Factory, I guess they could make a whole synth out of it, give us multiple waveforms, give us maybe different engines. I think that's something that's totally doable. So who knows how many more we're gonna see. But after we got the Tonic, then we got the KO. So the Tonic came before the KO. I wonder, I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would come out with like the most versatile one first. I feel like if they would have came out with the Tonic, it would have been like, okay, cool, a little drum machine. But if you come out with a sampler, it's like, wow, okay, now the possibilities, right? Like melodies, sampling guitar, sampling piano, sampling the radio, sampling your iPad, like there's a lot. So after the KO, we got the PO35 Speak, which was like a voice synthesizer. It was technically a sampler, but it had extra parameters that work great with voice samples. I don't think we'll see a PO Speak because that's kind of like a PO KO. Like, you can just sample your voice on the KO. So that's the one I don't think we're gonna see. So here are my predictions for the EP2s. I think we're gonna get one EP-Tonic. That's the one that makes sense to me. I believe we might get like I don't know, like a classic EP that comes with like all the drums, like maybe the Rhythm, the Office, and the Arcade. Maybe we'll get like an EP Arcade that has a bunch of arcade sounds. I don't know how far that can go, unless they added like some games to it or something. That might be interesting. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a synth EP. Not sure if they're gonna do synth and bass, because I feel like those could cross over, unless they like put a lot of effort into the bass, like I said, and give us a 303 and other basses. Then that's the only scenario I feel like both would make sense. And maybe we'll see some limited edition ones, like they had the Rick and Morty one that is like crazy priced right now because there were only a few of them, and then they had the Mega Man one. I believe these were just samples. I don't think they were like actual synth sounds that you could tweak like an actual synth engine inside. I think they were just samples, but who knows, maybe they were working on like some really cool looking limited edition EPs, and I'm sure those are gonna sell out because that's how Teenage Engineering stuff is. Most people are Teenage Engineering fans. I feel like the only hate Teenage Engineering got was when the whole shenanigans with the price on the OP1 Field went up. I believe it's still $19.99. I don't think companies bring their prices down after it goes up, right? Yep, $19.99. So that is a lot. I think seeing this for $2.99 made a lot of people happy, probably brought them back customers that they had lost and gained them new customers. So What do you guys think? Let me know below. Which EP are you most excited for? I know they're not even a real thing yet, but look, we have these sync in and outs. That is for something, okay? They did not make this so you can connect this to your vocal. Like, you can, but I'm sure that was not their purpose. They are planning on releasing more EPs. It's the only logical thing. Like, that's what I believe. Stay fly. Catch you in the next one.